Trump just said it. This is huge news. The Clarity Act could be back on. Prediction markets basically saying it's a coin flip at this point. We got the latest on the Clarity Act for you, what it means, what could be happening over the next few weeks. Also, the latest on Robinhood chain. We got charts, we got Ethereum, we got a lot to go through. So we better get the heck straight into it. We got to start with the big story of the day, which is, of course, the Clarity Act. Trump has reportedly agreed to an ethics provision that could help end months of stalled negotiations and pave the way for a vote. If it becomes law, it can mark one of the biggest shifts in U.S. crypto regulation to date. Look, it is hard to underestimate the impact here, or overestimate the impact, or properly convey it to everybody. Let's put it that way, because the Clarity Act is huge. It is the dam that is holding back trillions in capital that will never even consider touching crypto until this passes. And when this passes, everyone else in the world, of course, has to say, well, crap, the Americans passed a comprehensive bill legislating the entire industry. We better catch the heck up. Let's see what happens. They have about 2 weeks. And I say 2 weeks because by the time Congress goes on holiday, I think it's August 4th or something like that, they need to get this across the finish line, because if they don't, when they come back from their recess, well, guess what? Guess what happens then? Midterms are 2 months away. Everyone's going to be focused on midterms. Everyone's going to be, running towards that. And these kind of conversations go on the back burner, unfortunately. So if we can actually get this across the finish line before then, we got 2 weeks. It's a big deal. Now, right now, prediction markets odds have surged from basically near all-time lows recently back up to 42%. Approximately a coin flip. So Friday, we had record low chances of this happening. A couple days later, we're back to 50-50, baby. Almost. I'm calling it 50-50, okay? 42%. We're close enough. Looking much more optimistic than it was a few days ago, at least. So hopefully we see this actually get across the finish line. It's huge for crypto if it happens. When it happens, let's be positive. An Iranian official began meeting with mediators in Pakistan to restart peace talks. Look, as somebody who lives in the Middle East, obviously we want peace in the Middle East, baby. There's been a lot of boom, boom, bang, bang going on recently, and that ain't good. That ain't good in any sense of the word, okay? So that's my personal life. But also on the macro side of things, we need to see the oil flow. The spice must flow, my friends. Because if the oil doesn't start flowing in a very meaningful way soon, it brings back all kind of macroeconomic boogeymen that nobody likes to talk about. So hopefully this actually goes somewhere. That's on the macro side. This is good for us. If we get peace in the Middle East, boom, markets love it. If we get the Clarity Act, boom, markets love it. Also interesting, take a look at the Bitcoin ETF flows. Last week, we had a net positive week, ever so slightly. So Monday was a big out day of $424 million. But if you add up the rest of the week, we had just slight positive inflows for the week. Monday, this week, $226 million inflows, so a very positive start to the week. This adds more sort of fuel to the fire that we've kind of run out of sellers. We've hit seller exhaustion. June was the record month of outflows for Bitcoin ETFs, which means if we hit seller exhaustion, then guess what? Buyers can take control again. They are back in the driver's seat of the conversation. Frontrunners posted this. The momentum whale inflow ratio just hit a new low for 2026 per crypto quant. A negative reading here signals selling pressures drying up, meaning less bearish weight sitting on Bitcoin's price than at any point this year. Whales are moving fewer coins into exchanges. This is the on-chain tell that big holders aren't rushing to dump. Less supply hitting the order books is exactly the setup that precedes short-term recoveries. The data is quietly turning while the mood is still bearish. Guys, just always be bullish. All right, look. Bitcoin, 66K. Been rallying up. This is the weekly chart here. And I want to put up the weekly chart because look on the weekly MACD. We've had a weekly MACD bull cross happen this week. This is positive. This is the right momentum that we want to see happening here. However, the 200-week EMA still sits above us at $68,500. That's the flip line. Flip the 200-week EMA at $68,500 and we could start talking about bullish things again, because under that line is just an inherently bearish market structure. Also, we have to contend with the fact that on the bigger time frame, we of course just have a situation of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Until we get meaningfully above 83K, people will keep saying this is just going to be another lower high, which until we're over 83K remains to be proven. But if we break the structure and get back above 83K, we're on. But I'm not waiting for 83K. I have been stacking my favorite coins, Bitcoin and Solana, mostly recently. We'll see. We'll see. Check back in a year and tell me if these are good ideas to be stacking down in this level or not. My guess is that these areas, even if we end up going a bit lower, are still going to be high value zones for stacking your favorite coins. Everybody wants to buy high. Nobody wants to buy low. Do the opposite. I will do the opposite. That's the way winning is done, guys. Okay. Real quick update on the trades. Trades still open. They have survived the weekend. Nice to see. Solana now $810 in unrealized profits from down. I think we were down on that. We were down like $800 or $900 negative recently. So bounced back. Didn't hit the stop loss. That's nice to see. Ethereum still targeting $2,100 in this. The mark price right now is $19.40. Averaged entry, because I added to this position, is $18.07. The initial entry is at $17.50, I think, or $17.70. So we've added a little bit to this trade, and now we've got the average entry price a little bit over $1,800 here. The Uniswap trade's still alive. It's still alive, guys. It's still going. Good. Hey, let's give away some money. Guys, if you want to join trading over on BitUnix, there is a link down below. Go click that link, because when you click that link, which is available to anybody, anywhere, when you click that link, guess what? You'll be able to trade crypto. You'll be able to trade stocks. You'll be able to trade metals. You deposit USDT. You make a trade. You're going to be in to win $1,000. In fact, we have to give away $2,000 today because we missed the video yesterday. So we got to give away some more money here, guys. 2 people winning $1,000 today. Who are today's winners going to be? Let's have a look here. Oh, and of course, all you have to do to be in to win is click the link down below, deposit some USDT, make a trade, and you are in to win. Sun@protonmail.com. You got $1,000 coming your way. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and draw round 2 here as well. By the way, if you sign up to the Inner Circle, which is our private investment and trading service, link down below for that. You'll also get an $80 a month rebate back from the guys over at BitUnix. Get a 7-day free trial. We're posting regular trades of the day. We're posting major weekly trade updates. We have AI tools. We have fundamental analysis on tech stocks. We have fundamental analysis on altcoins. Recent reports include stuff like Uniswap, virtuals, and much more. BWE@yahoo.com. You are the winner. Enjoy your $1,000. Come back tomorrow. We're giving away another $1,000. But you got to be in it to win it. Link down below. Ethereum staking ratio hits all-time high of 33.9%. Ethereum staking ratio has reached a new high. That's awesome. Means more supply stuck in one place. That's good. That's what we want to see. We love seeing a whole bunch of ETH taking that one-way trip into the staking pool. And I say one-way trip because it doesn't easily exit. There's a max exit of 40,000 ETH a day, which at the current staking ratio would take like 2.5 years for everybody to get their ETH out. It's a long time, man. Good. We've had a lot of big whale buys recently, too. Whales buying ETH in 10,000 ETH clips. Pretty big. The double bottom pattern is still in play. In fact, the double bottom pattern that I have been flagging to you guys for weeks, FYI. Anyway, the double bottom pattern is maintaining its structure very nicely. In fact, we had really a great setup on this. We had the breakout, and we came back down to retest it, and then pushed higher. Now, we still have to get up to the target here. Now, I think 2,200 is not unreasonable, but I put my target in at 2,100 because there's been so many times recently where I've had these like reasonable technical targets on stuff, and it kind of comes just shy of hitting. So I'm going to be a little bit more modest on this one. Aim for $2,100. Will be a nice trade if it plays out in my favor here. So far, so good. So far, the double bottom pattern is in effect moving in the right direction for us. Uniswap. Of course, if you are an Inner Circle member, linked down below, you would have got our Uniswap report right here. Members on the team took spot positions on this, and you would have got our breakout trade update right here at 290. Current price 368, by the way. Just saying, guys. Now, Uniswap has been kind of consolidating sideways here in an extremely tight range. This is a great way to express bullishness on the Robinhood trade without actually buying, meme coins and stuff like that. And there's been a lot of new virtuals agents launching over on Robinhood that maybe have more meaningful fundamentals to them, let's say. We have new Launchpad coins over there as well that have absolutely surged recently. So stuff's definitely been happening over on the Robinhood chain outside of the meme coin game. But if you want to sort of lower risk OG options, Uniswap is here for you. Virtuals, of course, and their AI agents absolutely taking off over there. Lighter as well as the preferred perps decks for the Robinhood chain. So there's a lot of potential here for these sort of quote-unquote safer plays. Nothing safe in crypto. You guys know nothing's safe in crypto, but for these kind of safer plays, there's some interesting opportunity here. Now, we still need to get above the 200-day. That's at 390. That's going to be the big proving ground here for Uniswap, but sideways consolidation after a big move up. Not bad to see. No exponential downturn so far. Not bad. Emperor Osmo posted this. I think virtual is quietly becoming one of the most interesting plays in Robinhood chain. Most people looking at the ecosystem are focused on TVL, where Morpho, Uniswap, and Spark dominate. Fees tell a different story. Over the last 30 days, virtual has generated roughly 1.1 million fees on Robinhood, making it the second largest fee generator on the chain behind Uniswap. Very interesting. Robinhood chain is now generating 6.6x more fees for virtuals than Base. Base is screwed up so bad. And we got more on that story in a second. Virtuals here. Now, I've got this nice squiggly line here that we're going to just slide back down here so you can see it. Oh, what is that we're seeing? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. We got an uptrend, folks. We got an uptrend. Virtuals maybe so back. Let's see. We need the 20-day now to cross the 50-day, which looks, the yellow line over the blue line, looks like that's going to happen over the next couple of days here. So we're heading in the right direction. It's nice to see. A lot of these Uniswap, Robinhood-based OG coins are getting a lot of attention, and they may not be the biggest gainers. You know, you're not going to get cash cat like gains out of this kind of stuff, but people are choosing virtuals and Uniswap and Lighter and these other coins in that niche because they're kind of the safer way to express that, hey, I think Robinhood chain is going to be bullish and that the things on it and related to it are going to go up in price. And then we have Coinbase. Brian Armstrong in the corner. My girlfriend's name is Base. Base is for everyone. People, of course, got very pissed off recently because Brian Armstrong changed his profile picture to the picture of a meme that was related to a meme coin, which then, of course, people saw tacitly as him saying, well, I support this. It mooned. Not crazy, up to like $20 million market cap or something like that. The next day, he removed the profile picture and put his old profile picture back, and it nuked to, I don't know, $10,000 market cap or something. So it went from a $20 million market cap to a $10,000 market cap in 48 hours. Just crypto things, guys. Robinhood chain absolutely on fire right now. Developer rotation from Base to Robinhood. Robinhood is being very supportive of people coming over. Base, it's got a problematic history with supporting people coming to their chain. And I get it. It's Coinbase. They're very conservative. Robinhood's more of the move fast, break things, asks for forgiveness, not permission, whereas Coinbase is more of the ask for permission, not forgiveness kind of company. Sear says, nice to see everything on Robinhood chain catching a bid here. This green chain did not, in fact, go to zero, but instead was the blue one decided to seppuku itself. Yeah. It's funny. The money started rotating back over to Base for like 5 minutes. Well, okay, a day or two. And then everybody realized, Robinhood chain's still the place to be. Weeks in now, and we're still seeing a lot of attention for Robinhood chain, which I think is overall a net positive here. Cash Cat. Well, Cash Cat turned into Crash Cat real quick. Still alive. My bag's still slightly in the red. Less red than it was the other day. Come on, Cat. Come on. Daddy needs his new pair of shoes, man. Let's get back to some kind of profits. That'd be fantastic. Thank you very much, Cash Cat. Cash Cat. It's in the name. Can't trust cats, man. Everybody knows that. Anyway, you're awesome. I appreciate your time. See you back tomorrow for more updates. Peace.